Hello, people. How's about a Friday to you? It is Friday, and the time is now about 5:07, and I'm actually leaving work, headed home, and make sure I don't have any lipstick on my teeth because, don't want to be looking a hot mess in front of everybody. So today was the big iPhone 6S Plus on the market. Hoorah. And I am, okay, you know what? Let me explain. This is going to be a rant, okay? So be prepared. I may use one little bad word here and there, but I'm not a cursor by nature, so it's not going to be that bad. But I am going to tell you exactly how I feel. And that being said, I'm just being truthful, people. I'm just being truthful. So anyway, so today is the big day for the iPhone 6S Plus and the 6S to roll out. And so all the stores are supposed to have, according to iPhone, and I listened to it this morning when I was getting ready for work on my news. They stated this on KSET this morning. I don't know, I think they kind of, I don't remember if they showed a clip or if because I actually wasn't looking at my TV. I was in the process of getting ready and listening. So I wasn't physically looking at my TV, but my ears was listening to what was being said on the TV. So they mentioned that iPhone, that, the iPhone company or the iPhone, I don't know, that basically what they were saying is that iPhone has said that they will have adequate supplies of the phones out in the stores today. So for their customers, do not worry. There will be phones available, blase, blase. Now, of course, I know there was a big hype to do the pre-order. What was it, on September 17th? I think it was, whatever date it was. Now, I did wake up and I called. I actually set my alarm clock to go off, and I called when they were taking the pre-orders over the phone, only to find out that I didn't like what they were saying via pre-orders. So I chose not to do that. And yeah, so my thought process is, I'm not one of these people that I'm not going to, I'll be okay. Like, as long as they have, if they're going to advertise that they have the phone for sale, then they'll have the phone for sale. And I'll be okay with taking my chances on getting to the store within a reasonable amount of time to get the purchase of the phone. So I even called the store. And when I say the store, I'm speaking of my Verizon store that is closest to my house, which is in Olympia Parkway area in the Forum. So to all of my Verizon and all of the Verizon employees in that store, I love you guys. You're awesome. And a special shout out to Tim, who was my customer service rep for today. But yeah, so the utmost customer service that, I love everybody in that store. I haven't had a bad experience in the store yet. Anyway, so, but I had called the store a couple days ago and spoke with the sales rep there, and I don't remember her name, which is shame on me for not remembering her name. But anyway, I just asked, general questions. Like, I'm not going to hold her accountable for anything because she's basing it on the information that they're giving, and I totally get that. So, she was saying to me that they have been assured, which is basically what was said to me on the phone, not on the phone this morning, but what was stated over the news this morning, that, iPhone is assured that there will be adequate amount of phones out there for their customers. So, don't be so freaked out. Like, she goes, we'll probably have a little bit of a line this morning, which people do. They get in line and they wait. And she says, which, basically let me know that the store has things in place, prepared for the crowd. They're going to make sure they get the customer service and in and out of the store as soon as possible. And I said, so my question to her was, I know you can't say, oh, we're going to have 10 phones or we're going to have 100 phones or 1,000 phones, but you really think that she goes, oh yeah, we should have adequate amount of phones. There's no reason why we wouldn't. Basically not giving me a number, but basically letting me know that they're comfortable in saying that we would have adequate a number of phones. So that being said, I took that information to heart, and of course, even listening to it on the news this morning, that actually made a little bit more, I guess, made my comfort level a little bit more greater. Like, I felt like, okay, they're going to really do what they say they're going to do. They're going to make sure they have adequate amount of phones out there. So I go to work today, and again, like I said, I'm not one to stand in long lines. I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to take my chances. I actually was not even going to go by the store until this evening. I was going to leave work early and go. But then I spoke with a coworker that came back from his appointment earlier than we had anticipated. So long story short, he says, why don't you go ahead and go? Take a couple hours, whatever you take. Just go get your phone. So I got in the car and I drove over to my Verizon store, and I'm going to add in case, because I want I'm giving props where it's due, and I'm giving, negativity where it's due. Mind you, the area that I work in, there is a Verizon store right down the street from me in the Stone Oak area, down 281. However, I made one trip into that store several months ago, and I don't want to ever set foot in that store again. I received such horrible customer service that I made a decision, and I mean, it was a lasting effect on me, because I really, seriously, I drove about 15 extra miles to go to the Verizon store than to go to the store right next to me, using up, again, more of my lunchtime. I just totally did not want, I wasn't going to, okay, what's going on here, people? I just wasn't going to go in that store. I went in that store, and the regional manager or district manager, I don't know, one of the people, I think his little tags, I want to say his tag said regional, but I don't remember. But the guy was rude, and the two sales associates that were in that store, they were young, which generally are young, so I'm not knocking the fact that they're young, but they were young and they were horrible. I mean, they spoke like they didn't care. They just had, I'm ready to get out of here, because it was probably about 10-15 minutes before closing time. I will never go in that store again. So, getting back to my story. So anyway, so I drive over to the Forum, and I see that there's no cars. And I mean, when I say no, I don't mean zero, nada. But there were probably a handful of cars in the parking lot, and I was like, oh crap. They must have had a bum rush of people, and they've sold out of the phone. I'm ready to accept my fate. I'm walking through the store thinking, okay, you had a 200 plus phones, and every one of them's gone, and now, that's why the parking lot's empty. And the lady that works to check you in, she said, no, we have plenty of the phones left. And I go, okay. So I'm thinking, wow, this is good to hear. Wow, they really did do their job. So I browse right on up to the counter when I see my friend Tim. When I say friend, he's not a personal friend, but he's a Verizon customer Verizon customer service person friend. I love his, he's always helped me when I've gone in the store. So I see him, and, she says, oh, go right over, let him help you then. And I said, okay. So I'm all confident saying, I want the iPhone 6S Plus, and I want the 128. And he goes, looks at me, he's like, I don't think we have any more left, but I will double check, because and that was that, I'm going to do the customer service thing. He knew that there wasn't any in the back, but he was like, his thought process was, I try to make every customer feel special, so I do go and double check, so they can't say that I didn't even check. And I get that too. So he comes back and he says, nope, I did double check. And he goes, more so I knew that we didn't have that phone left, but to see what we actually did have left. And so he explained to me that they only had the iPhone 6 left. Excuse me. Yeah, the one that rolled out before this one. And so I said, they had tons of those, he said, and the 16 gig. And I said, oh no, I don't, I want the new one, that's what I waited for. And he goes, we got 3 in. And I looked at him and I said, excuse me? And he goes, and the 128, we got 3 in. And I said, not 300, not 30. You said 3. And he goes, yes, ma'am. He goes, believe me, I've been yelled at today. I've been cursed out today because people were pissed. Like, they didn't understand how we could only get 3 phones in. And I go, wow. Nothing against him, because again, I know that this kid works there. He doesn't, he doesn't make the rules. He's not in control of what comes in via supply order. None of that. So I don't hold him accountable. I'm not angry at him. I'm not even angry at anybody inside of the Verizon store. Not even the lady that told me they had plenty of them, because he said she was probably, when I said the iPhone 6, like I don't even know if I just stated like iPhone 6 or the new phone. I don't know what I said, but he said because the iPhone, just the iPhone 6 in general has been so popular that whenever someone mentions it, people, they haven't gotten, in that frame of mind of thinking about the newest one. And she probably just answered me without even thinking in terms of I would be talking about the one that just rolled out today. So again, like, no quorums there. So long story short, they sent the store in Olympia 3 iPhone 6s Pluses. Now they rolled out the new color in the rose gold, which it makes you kind of wonder. They have the rose gold, they had the gold, they had the white, and they had the silver. If they only sent 3 phones, they did not even send a phone per every color that they had to offer. So again, it makes you wonder, like, really? What's the deal with that? So I'm like, I am not feeling this at all, people. Like, I don't understand. So I have a question. And again, like I said, if I would have walked in that store and the guy said they probably, like he would have walked over to me and he said, oh, we just sold our last one. We got in, 100 of them. Even 100, I probably wouldn't have been totally satisfied, because adequate amount to me, when you're rolling out a product, means more than a little. And 100 would be a little in the big realm of things. Like, so, but like, even worst case scenario, they said they had 100 of them, or they, and that I just missed it because they were selling them all day and they just sold their last one or whatever. I would not even be angry. I would not even be, because I'd be like, my bad. Like, because like I said, I'm not the one that goes stand in long lines. I will not camp out at a store 2 or 3 days prior to an event for anything. I've never loved any object that much that would cause me to do that. Like, I don't get that whole thing. And again, that's, if you're one of those people, I love you for it. You do your own thing. I ain't mad at you. But I'm just not the one. Like, I'm the one that's going to say, you know what, I'm going to take my chances. I was going to do the pre-order thing. I didn't like what they were saying. I'm going to take my chances when it comes into the store. And again, like I said, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to drive over to the store. But to tell me that they only had 3 from the beginning, I'm trying to understand how that was even, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how that was even feasible. Like, why would they only send 3 to a store? I don't get that at all. And the 128. Now, they had the 16. I think he said they got quite a bit of the 16s in, and they did sell all of the 16s. But I don't know how many of those. I didn't really ask, and it's irrelevant because I didn't want one. And so, but I'm thinking in terms that the most popular one would have been the 64 because of the price point or whatever. But who knows? Okay, so it was a good deal and everybody wanted one, so everybody stormed in there and grabbed the one and said, hey, this is my deal, I want it, I'm gonna do it, blah blah blah. That's okay if they had adequate amount of cell phones in the store to offer to their customers, but they did not. They sent 3. Like, I don't even understand why. Would you even waste a person's time to only send 3 to a store? Because you not only, you left a bad taste in every customer that walked in that store's mouth today, but you put the sales reps at Verizon at this particular store, and I can't speak for how many other stores got other plans, you know, other mobile carriers, Sprint, but Verizon is up there. So like, I mean, like, I almost want to say it's the number one, because then they surpassed AT&T, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that, don't quote me, but I think they did surpass AT&T about a year or so ago. So I guess, like, why would, like, to me, iPhone personnel, like corporate people, what would make y'all do that? Like, what would make you, you know, throw out a press release? Yeah, we got plenty of phones left. I mean, we're gonna have plenty of phones out there for our customers to choose from, and blah blah blah. When reality is that you were sending only a very small, limited amount. Because if one store could only get 3, that tells me that a lot wasn't shaken. Okay, very little was shaken. So I'm very upset with the company for promoting a product such as, oh, we're gonna be, you know, we have plenty, we're doing everything within our power to get them out to the customers. When really and truly, you should have said, don't even bother going to the store, customers, because today we're only gonna roll out a small amount to, you know, to the store. So I mean, you know, like, it's kind of like be real, like we're rolling out, you know, a small limited amount to the retail stores, to the retail dealers. So that way people would not go in with the aspect of thinking that they even had a chance. Because like he said, he had a guy, you know, the guy that got in line this morning, like he's like the 4th person in line or the 5th person in line or whatever. And he had to tell the guy, no, we don't have it anymore. And the guy's like, you just opened. I've been like, how can I'm like the 4th person in line. What are you talking about? He goes, well, we only got 3 in, sir. So like, trying to explain that to a customer, not good. Like, seriously, not good. So I don't know, and I don't understand. Maybe there's more to this story than what I even know. And but I just challenge iPhone personnel, CEOs, whatever, you know, press release people, customer service supervisors, managers, whatever, I don't know, whatever your title is, the whole iPhone world. I know you have a product that everyone loves, including myself. But what would make you think that this was okay? I just would like to know that. What would make you think it's okay to give the illusion that you're going to be customer service friendly and you're going to make sure that you have your product out there so that we, the customer, are able to get the merchandise? Because it's pretty clear, if you send 3 phones to a store, that you're going to have a lot of unhappy customers, especially on the day of rollout. Like, don't even bother if you only have 3 phones. Like, don't even bother. So I don't know. I did a video when I first left the store this morning, and it was just, I listened to it several times today, and I thought, oh my God, I sound horrible, because I was literally very pissed. And again, like I said, if there would have been adequate amount of phones out there, and I just, by my own choice, did not, you know, get there early or whatever, it's my bad. But when you don't even have enough to even worth a person getting in their car, driving to the store, because when you have 3 phones, like, what are the chances that you're going to get one of those 3 phones? Like, you probably had to be a camper that was there yesterday. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm just livid. I'm upset. I think that I have to voice this. I have to let it out. I have to say what I need to say, because I need to be heard today. Like, I just need to. Like, it's got my goat, and I can't shake it. And I called into the Verizon customer care line. Props to Jete is her name. Sweet young lady. She is a beautiful little boy. Love her, Verizon. If you're listening to this video, awesome young lady. Girl has so much information, unreal. I mean, she surpassed my little Tim, and I love my little Tim to death. But you know, he's very monotoned and offers great customer service. But you know, he's, you know, hey, it is what it is type of thing. Girl went out above and beyond, explained to me in ways I didn't even know to ask about how this whole, the phone and all the things that Verizon is offering and all this good stuff. So mad props to Verizon for hiring that young lady, because she knows her stuff and she should be rewarded as such. But yeah, so but anyway, I don't know, I just needed to say this because I just cannot believe what transpired today. I'm just in shock. And I didn't get from her how many phones they had in their little inventory, but obviously they were sold out also. So, I'm gonna say, and online, obviously, or calling in. I mean, you got people from all over the world calling in and stuff. So I kind of figured that they would run out probably by, before the sun came up good this morning. But I'm thinking in the stores that they at least, shipped out enough of the various sizes and the gigabytes to warrant even giving a customer the opportunity to go and get the phone, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I just don't understand. So I challenge anyone from the iPhone industry to respond to this video, or anyone that works for iPhone that may could give me a little bit more information to make me understand. I'm just a concerned consumer, and I just want to know the answer. I really do, because I think I received poor customer service through iPhone, not through Verizon. And I get it. It's not going to make anyone not buy the phone. I'm going to wait patiently until they, send out some more phones and have them ready to go. And there's nothing I can do about it. I know that. It's a done deal. I do have to wait. I just want to understand what was the purpose in misleading the consumers into thinking that we had a chance to get this phone today, even if we didn't do a pre-order. Like, there was no intent there. There was no, and I say that in this, and I'm only speaking from the store perspective. I have no idea. Like the young lady told me, they probably, like that in New York, some of the stores got, like the high demand, different states, different cities have higher demands and different things. So I know probably would say New York probably got thousands of phones. I don't know. I don't care, because when the message came across that Verizon is doing everything within its power to make sure that all the customers are able to get their hands on the new iPhone 6 Plus. They didn't say only if you want the 16 gigs will we, or only if you wanted the I don't know, I can't remember if it comes in, I know it's 16, and I know it's a 64, and I know it's a 128. I don't know if the 32 is offered this go round. I think it's not. But whatever the case may be, like, they need to be a little bit more thorough to express that the 128 was very, very, very limited. Like, don't give that illusion that you had a chance in hell to get that phone today, because you didn't. Anyway, so I've ranted on for quite a bit now. I've been going for about 24 minutes, which is way longer than one should rant about anything. But I had to get this out of my system, and I wanted to get my concerns out there. I want to know, hey, anyone else experienced that today? Did anyone else go to a retail store only to find out that their store maybe only got, 5 or 4 or whatever, like a small amount in the iPhone 6S Plus? Like, I'm just curious. So feel free to comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I do want you on my team. And comment in general. Just let me know if you were one of the lucky ones and you even got your phone today. Share with me. Are you excited about it? Do you love it? What color did you get? If you're waiting like me, what is your choice of color? Right now, my choice of color is going to be the gold. I was initially going to go for the silver, and then when I got in the store, I decided I wanted to go for the gold. I wanted something different this time. I've always done silver black, or gray black, whatever, but I decided to go, I'm going to go for the silver, I think. I'm sorry, I'm going to go for the gold, just because I think I want something different. The rose gold is really pretty. And I don't know, maybe I will. I don't know, whatever. In fact, I told him, just call me, let me know what comes into the store, because I'm gonna wait patiently and see what comes in. But yeah, so that is pretty much my story today. I apologize for sounding somewhat agitated because I am. But I just really needed to vent today. I really need to get this off my chest because it has really bothered me all day. Like, I cannot believe that they rolled out I'm sorry, I keep wanting to say 6 because I'm thinking about the name of the phone. But they rolled out 3 phones to the store in the 128 gigs. Like, I don't even understand. So anyway, you guys have a fantastic Friday. I am going to probably upload this video as soon as I get home because I want to share my thoughts with everyone. I want to get that video out there, so I'm definitely going to upload this one pretty quick. So have a fantastic day again, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye.